Okay, so this is a little tutorial video on how to use the daily tarot tracker. So when you get the link, it's going to take you to a page that looks like this, and you're going to have a button to click to make a copy of that, and it's going to copy it into your own Google Sheet space. So we'll go ahead and click that. So here's my copy of the template, and I'm going to name this Tarot Tracker for tutorial video. And the tab that we're on right now is the only tab that you ever need to edit. So this one's called Daily Pulls 2024. If you make changes to the other tabs, you could very well break the sheet and it won't actually give you good data anymore. So what we're going to be able to do here is pull either one or a pair of cards each day, and we'll only count the ones that you populate. So if you say pull one card a day for a while, then switch to two, then switch back, everything is going to calculate properly. So let's see, let's select the Six of Wands for card number one, and you're going to see that it populates the suit and the element and the sign. And that's just for your convenience, so you can see how things are going with respect to the cards and the suits and their associated elements and astrology signs. And we're going to see more about that in a moment. And you can also check if a card is a reversal, and you can check if a card is a jumper. You don't have to count reversals. You don't even have to read reversals if you're a tarot reader. So, of course, you don't have to count them. And if you don't read jumper cards, you can just ignore that column as well. And I'm going to go ahead and select the Five of Cups for this. Once again, we get Cups, Water, and Scorpio. So then if we pop over to the next tab, which is the 2024 dashboard, you're going to see some stuff start to get populated here. So we see that our top card is the Six of Wands, which is kind of a lie because we've got the Six of Wands and the Five of Cups in our top 10. So this is going to tell you what is the top card for each month, assuming that you have more than one. For the months that you haven't put any data into yet, everything defaults to the Fool and Zero and its associated correspondences. So as we work our way across, we're going to see these graphs are starting to populate. So this is a graph of your breakdown by suits and month, and this is your astrology signs and month. You'll also get what is the dominant suit. So here we've got a tie between Wands and Cups. Since we haven't done anything here, we get all of the suits. And if you go over here, we have Leo and Scorpio in a tie. Same thing, since we haven't populated anything in the other months, we see all of the possible data. And so as you get through your year, this is going to start to look more and more like it you would expect it to. Another place that you can look for where this data is actually being gathered. So here we see for each month card combination, the number of times that card's been pulled. So we see the Six of Wands once, and we see the Five of Cups once. Now, do not, again, edit this sheet at all. This is just calculating data for you. And then you'll see the top card and the times pulled. So I use this sheet to create this data table that you see over here. Okay, so what I want to do now is flip over to a different sheet that is actually my data for the entire year so far in 2024. So this is my daily tarot tracker. And so I started daily pulls on January the 6th. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and add my pull for today, which was, well, let me look over my shoulder. It is the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Wands. So let's go ahead and put the Queen of Cups. And this was a jumper card, as I recall. And then we're going to put the Ten of Wands. And that was not a jumper card. So then we go over to the dashboard, and you can see that I actually have a pretty interesting top 10 going here. I've got the Queen of Pentacles in first place for the year with 10 pulls, and that's actually the only court card that I've pulled in my top 10. So that's an interesting little pattern to see there. I've got my top cards for each month. You'll see in February I had the Death card twice. April I had the Tower card twice. And so my graph is starting to look really interesting, and I can kind of see the different energies of the suits ebbing and flowing throughout the year. And I can see the same thing with the astrological signs. This one's a little bit harder to see, but there's just, there's 12 signs, so these things are going to run together a little bit, but you can still kind of see based on the colors and how they're mixing what's going on with your tarot cards. And then of course this table is going to be a lot more populated as well. So that is my entire video for you. So I hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any good questions, contact me through my email or find me on social media, and I'll try to help you out. Thanks a lot.